Welcome one and all back to Kale's Tales. This episode is, well, to me it's kind of special, and I'd just like to dedicate this to a very special someone. And of course, it's special because I'm recording in a different room, specifically upstairs. And this one is about one of my favorite people in the world, Pez. And I very much love to introduce you to her. Well, here's sweet baby Pez right here. And she's sweet. By July, she will be about 3 years old. And I consider her more of a daughter than a cat and pet. I know those you feel the same way. And before there's any adding, I'm sure you're probably thinking, alright, Kel, you're hitting bottom. Like, you're doing the same thing everyone else is. This is not a vlog. This is a storytelling. And I know everyone else has done too, and she does mean a lot. She's not, I know people say, like, to their cats, like, they're not like any ordinary cat. Pez, she literally is not. I'll tell you a story. About 3 years ago, in July of 2021, by the time my parents and we lived in North Carolina. We owned a business called Lineburgers in Charlesford. I was about up to a year, almost a year and a half of being the head busser, bussing tables, and I was caught off guard. Out of nowhere, Mom said to me, "Hey, would you like to?" Thinking, would you like to adopt a cat? And it was a lot because I was already dealing with much. I already had a coworker who was like a puddle I had to clean up, and a few other random things. And it took about, I'm gonna say, a day or two to convince me, to talk me into it. And she wasn't trying to bother me. She just didn't want me to be alone. She was giving me responsibility, independence, and that was sweet. And so, about on a day off, Mom and I, we went to the Iredell shelter in North Carolina, Iredell, and of all of them, on the right there was a pen full of small caged cats, and there was a long hallway full of other animals. We went through on the right small pen first. One of them was Pez, and I looked. There was a little note labeled floppy cat syndrome. My eye was caught immediately. We locked eyes immediately. I went out of the cage and told the receptionist, "Hey, what's her story?" At the time, her name was Mona. And thinking, this, like, which is a beautiful name, but like, no, I've said my name, or her name anyway, and say floppy cat. For those who don't know, anyone can look up and Google. The real cat experts understand this. Let's see, floppy cat syndrome or wobbly cat syndrome. It's not. It kind of goes up to the brain, and that means cats can't. They can't really run or walk properly. Meaning that whenever she walks, she usually stumbles and falls, but she's not hurt. Or any cat isn't hurt, so I loved her and adopted her immediately. And that's one of the things that made me fall in love with Pez. Hey, Pez. Hey, baby. Everything okay with you? Everything alright in your world? You okay, sweetie? To keep note, she usually does enjoy a nice toothbrush. Because it reminds her of the mother. At this point in the video, I'm trying my best not to be boring and
and sound not so interesting. But I know everyone else. I know everyone has this daily life of their house cat, and and I daily put her in the craft room by the glass door to make sure that she does get fresh air, that she has space, that she does have time to see the world. I hope this none all sound like a blog.
Say hello to the people, Pez. Hey, sweetie. It's okay, baby. Shh. Anyway, I hope this. I'm trying my. I don't want to sound like jerky at all. Probably the reason why is because our real adopter is that she's not one of those cats that, she won't try to escape because she physically can't. And I hope that this doesn't sound cruel. Like, she's not suffering. I hope she isn't. I mean, she never does. I make sure she's properly love. She has love the past 3 years. And one time I let her make sure that, like, I make sure she's never alone, left alone. Put her outside. Make sure if she like get fresh air. When she meows, she's not like the other cats. If you have, house cats or pet cats, you see that meow. No, she go. You can barely hear her. This like it's small like small meow sound like small rasps. But she's not in pain, and when she walks, the only loud sound I get at her, it's not even her sound. It's mostly whenever she flops on the ground, which wakes me up at night, or if she flops over on the rug or flop donk donk, that wakes me up at night. And I can't be mad at her. She does mean well, and she can jump. One time I seen her jump a little bit higher, like she was outside. I guess she was bouncing. I guess she hadn't been outside in a while, and she actually fell a tiny, small little pothole of thorns. She's not hurt now. Don't even worry about her. I managed to get her out. She is safe and sound. This was 3 years ago, and my heart just goes. At first, she was a little bit scared of me. She would hide underneath, and she would not bite. She never would, and so she's small little. Furthermore, whenever you put like small little kibble or on the ground for her, she pet she pecks it like like a bird or some kind of bird. She chirps like a, how you're in the park and you throw like small little seeds to a bird like a pigeon. What Pez does. And most of the videos they're mostly by mom. And she had this small little harness that mom homemade out of a crutch for her. Right here, I'll show you right now.
Come on, honey.
Whenever I would drive to a nice park and play soccer on my own, she makes sure that she's with me or I'm with her, and so she means a lot. Her full name, Pez Gavin Ramsey. If you're wondering, it was one of my favorite funny people. I still do miss working with today. Back in Lineburgers, and we both come bond on pop culture, and to this day I still miss him. His name was Gavin. And so this year, next month, she will be 3 years old. And she did have. I was told by it she did used to have babies. It's not like any small udders are showing on her or anything. But the reason I'm making this because I just want special people to be seen. I mean, at times I promise I'll probably will go back to movie reviews, but for now, just want to make this because I just love her. And just if you have do you have any cats with special needs or disabilities? She does have the ability to quietly love. I've seen other cats remove like when she would play with my sister's cat, Bitsy. I recorded it twice. If you like to go on my Instagram and see, is Pet. I guess neither Pez or Bitsy. I never saw any cats before. Pez just want to go up and play with her, and Bitsy go, and they both mean well. They both have you see differently. Pez just want to make a new friend, and Bitsy thinks that Pez is a threat. And I literally had a minute recorded of both of them just staring at each other. It was kind of odd, but interesting, really. Yeah. I'm lucky Pez came into my life. I really am. I hope that her days get better, and that always hope to be there. She's one of those that gives my life a meaning, a purpose, that teaches me independence. I know you all feel that too with your special pet, whether it's cat, dog, parrot, parakeet, any sort of animal anyway. And thank you all for watching. Hope you do enjoy. If you like more content, like, subscribe if you may, and Pez is here. Just loving on you. You okay, kid? Thank you all for Kale's Tales time. Oh yes, thank you.